So greetings, hello everyone. My name is Sandrine Uwase and I'm here representing Menya Health Hub, which is an initiative dedicated to teaching youth about sexual and reproductive health, hygiene and sanitation. So welcome to our very first podcast, and we are ready to be your greatest uncles and aunties about your health.
And I'm Adine Iradukunda. I'm from Jocare. I'm happy to be with you in this podcast.
My name is Vedas Ndamaje, and I am from Menya Health Hub. I'm the co-founder of it. And at Menya Health Hub, we do a lot of things concerning about sexual and reproductive health in young Rwandans, but also teaching them about hygiene and sanitation.
Thank you very much. We really have strong people together in this conversation, and we hope that you're going to stay with us all along until the end of this video. So to our co-founder, why is Menya Health Hub around? Why are we doing this podcast?
So actually, Menya Health Hub is an organization, but specifically aimed at supporting young Rwandans in terms of teaching them about sexual and reproductive health, but also giving them, equipping them with the knowledge and skills necessary they need in their daily life just to tackle different myths and beliefs in the community. Because as you know, actually these days, even though people are aware of how sexual and reproductive health has to be supported, but there are also other myths out there in the community.
For sure.
So these young Rwandans, they also need to be empowered in terms of telling them the truth, so that when they get out there, they're not going to be affected by those myths and beliefs. Yeah.
Okay. So before we continue to our next person, explain us at least 3 words that are going to help us throughout this whole session. In just 3 words.
Yes. So the first word will be sexual and reproductive health, because that's a topic of today.
Yep.
The second word will be talking about lights. The third words are all is going to characterize as about having fun and, enjoying the conversation. It's going to be good. Yeah.
So Aline, our representative from Jocare. So why do you think it's significant that we talk about sexual and reproductive health? Do the youth really need it out here?
Yeah, thank you, Sandrine. Yeah, sure. The youth really need to know more about SRH, given that the rates or the numbers of people getting infected with HIV have raised, and also teenage getting pregnant has raised from around 5.7% to 7.2% since 2007 till now. So it's something we need to work on. So we need to do this for youth engagement, firstly, and secondly, we need to do this for stopping stigma. Rwandans still have stigma about SRH. Most Rwandans think that we don't have to teach youth about SRH because you like teaching them to do that. Instead, what we need them to know is that we're doing this to protect them instead of teaching them to do it. Yeah. 2 main things we are doing this podcast for is youth engagement and stopping stigma in Rwandans.
For sure. Thank you very much. So Vedast,
Yes.
give us a myth that us Rwandans are talking about or used to know about sexual and reproductive health.
Actually, these days, because in Rwanda it's not actually known, anal sex has not been something which is very common in the community.
For sure.
And as a myth, people don't know that even you can do anal sex and contact HIV. They just say, because it's anal sex, you cannot contact HIV. So, but now what you have to know is that whatever sex can be done, if you are going to do such thing, remember that you can even acquire HIV. Yeah.
That's for sure. So a quick test to Aline. So give us also another myth about sexual and reproductive health.
People say that having sex during the day can't make someone pregnant, and that's false. As long as you do unprotected sex, you're going to get pregnant. Yeah,
that's for sure. Okay, so as we dive into the details about sexual and reproductive health and hygiene and sanitation, so what's one thing that people don't actually know about the sanitation and hygiene as they all go around in life?
Hygiene and sanitation has been practiced even before, but how and when? Mostly people don't even know the right time to do it. The most important time to do hygiene, even though you always have to be hygienic and you always have to do sanitation, but there are also other times that you specifically have to do hygiene and sanitation. And we mostly talk about the important times to do it, like when you are a breastfeeding mother, you have to remember that you have to clean your body and clean all the places, all the materials before breastfeeding your kid.
for sure.
And also when you are, like mostly for the girls, because we mostly emphasize on girls, when you are in periods, every month, girls go in period. They have to remember hygiene because that's important thing they have to look at. And we also remind people that when they're going to take meals, they have to clean the meals before, the utensils before, and even after. Because they might think that we always have to clean our hands, our utensils before getting meals, but even after getting meals. So, although today we are not going to go deep in details, but other podcasts we be going to get details talking about each and everything. But generally, hygiene and sanitation goes hands in hand with sexual transmitted infections. Yeah.
That's for sure. That's for sure. So before we continue, I'm gonna ask you a quick question. So if health was a superpower or a superhero, which superhero name would you pick?
In health?
Yeah.
Kind of challenging, but there are a lot of famous people in health. But
No, a particular topic in health.
A person or
A topic.
A topic.
Yeah, topic.
Oh, sexual and reproductive health.
And you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I too would choose sexual and reproductive health.
It's always fun and interactive to actually
Yeah,
talk about
definitely.
the topic about us in youth. So to Aline, so we have seen Jocare working. So it's visible around here, and it has been using various digital tools to let the youth also know about sexual and reproductive health and various other topics. So why do you think digital health or the using of digital health tools is really necessary and it's really important?
Yeah, thank you for asking me more about Jocare. Firstly, Jocare is a health enterprise which works on sexual reproductive health, mainly focusing on people with disabilities.
Yeah.
Those people with disabilities are the ones who challenged us to use more digital thing in health. Because most of them, they have some kind of disabilities which don't allow them to for example, the people who are deaf and mute can't attend outreaches where they can get information about SRH or some other disabilities. They stop them from getting information about SRH. So here I want to emphasize on how use of digital in health help in easy accessibility to SRH information. Mainly as in Jocare, we have different digital tools we use. Firstly, we have a website. Our website has different. We have a Jocare app. We have a Jocare YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We have different digital platforms which we use to teach people about SRH. Within those platforms, we ensure that people are included. For example, in our YouTube videos, we have someone who can use sign languages to make sure that those people who are mute and deaf can truly get SRH information easily. And we also have some toll-free for people who are in marginalized societies who can find it difficult to get SRH information easily. For those people who don't have smartphones to be on YouTube channel or who don't find it easy to get SRH information, they can easily call us on our toll-free, which is 2045, which is totally free. So using digital platforms in health allow people to easily access SRH information on time, and they can also get them like they can also get SRH information which are accurate, because if I say people can like go and read written papers, they could be written in long time ago. So
that's for
using digital platforms, they are easily updated and they are easily accessible. Thank you.
So I would say digital health tools would be only summarized in 3 words: accessible, easy, and reliable.
Definitely.
So as Menya Health,
Yes.
which particular initiative are you bringing with the use of digital health tools, and why did you choose to use digital health for the youth to get the information and to get the reliable information of sexual and reproductive health?
Yes. So starting from the second question, actually these days young people are using social medias, they have smartphones, especially in Rwanda. So as we have seen that opportunity, for us as Menya Health Hub, we asked ourselves, why can't we use this opportunity and target these young people who are using social medias every day? And how do we do that? We have a website, first of all, which is called Menya Health Hub.
Yeah.
And at Menya Health Hub website, what we do, we share the information. Because as I said, nowadays people have smartphones, they can access those social media platforms. So they will go there and we find different information regarding sexual and reproductive health. The myth that you have been asking me, they are there. If they want to know their lights about sexual and reproductive health, they are there. So it means it is our website is a platform which allows them to get accessible information. As the one from Jokia was saying, they are very accessible when you use digital health. The second thing is that we don't have only website, but we also use other social media platforms like LinkedIn. Nowadays, Rwandan youth are using LinkedIn.
For sure.
Very
All of us are looking for jobs.
Of course. But also when they go there looking for a job, they also find information which are very useful for them. So we have a LinkedIn page where we daily post things, the quotes regarding sexual and reproductive health, sanitation and hygiene. We use Instagram, we use Twitter, currently, which is called X. So we use different social media platforms. And remind me the first question, please.
So the first question is, why did you choose digital health?
Okay. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
So digital health is earning a lot of grades nowadays when it comes to delivering information. Because what we do, we specifically deliver information, qualityful, accessible, and reliable information. Okay. And because most of people in the rural areas, we are not connecting together, but we can connect using social medias, those digital health platforms. So we chose digital platforms because we were seeing that it's the only way that we can reach a lot of people in a short time. And at the same time, getting to share with them daily, day per day, talk with them, meet with them. Okay. And we are supposing to bring the artificial intelligence platform, where they will not only have to access what we have typed, but also it will be easier for them to ask the questions. Okay, so we understand that not everyone can be asking questions every day and you get someone to respond instantly, but it will be easier when you have that artificial intelligence, where we'll be asking questions and AI will be responding. It is AI which is built in the way that every question that we ask in any language, English and Kinyarwanda, you will be responding and instantly, anytime, anywhere. So it means that digital health will be supporting a lot of people in a short time.
That's really great. So we are actually supposed to also continue with the trends. As the world is changing, so is health supposed to change. So we are supposed to teach with using all different tools, either physically, digitally, or any other tool that the world will continue to cooperate in. So what's one question? This is a question to both of you, to both of our people. So what's one funny question that you have been asked about health, or particularly sexual and reproductive health, or sanitation, or hygiene? A particular funny question that you thought people don't actually know about this?
Funny question?
Yeah.
Okay, actually, I remember back in the days when I was a teaching assistant of biology in high school.
Oh.
Yeah. So a student asked me, we were also talking about sexual and reproductive health topic in high school. And a student asked me, is it really true that if I do sexual intercourse at my age, maybe she was 12, 13, 14, around there. Because she was not believing that if she does sexual intercourse, she's going to get to be pregnant. She was
Yeah,
saying,
actually,
"Maybe
that's
I
that
look
one.
very young. I don't believe that I'm going to be pregnant." Because she was not believing that what we are teaching them about the ages, when you get in puberty, in these ages, you're going to get pregnant if you do sexual intercourse and a protected one, even though even the protected one is not allowed for her age. But it was so funny for me, but
Yeah.
maybe for the student, because they were very curious to know that, it was not funny. But for me, it was very funny. But I tried to explain to her that if you are in this age group, you're going to be pregnant if you do unprotected sex. Yeah.
So actually, most people also think that when you actually do one sexual unprotected relations, that you could not get pregnant unless like you do multiple times, which is actually not not true. So next.
Thank you. This is a really tough question because I think most of the funny questions that I was asked are about the myths that people have about SRH. So some funny question they asked me was that using like double condom, like 2 condoms will give you double protection.
Oh my god.
And that was actually it was
my
too
God,
funny.
that's really funny.
I had to actually explain everything about the use of condoms, how they can be used properly and everything. But I emphasized that condoms like, can I say manufactured or made in a way that if you use it as only one, it will help you as it is. Yeah. Thank you.
So thank you. So as we close our introductory session, so if you had a younger brother or a younger sister as a Rwandan youth adult, so which advice would you give him or her about sexual and reproductive health? Give us one.
Adverse?
Yeah.
I don't have a young brother and a young sister, actually.
Your young
but
sister and your young sister.
Okay, fine.
We need your young
because
sister
I am
right
classmate
now.
at
Yes.
home. But
Yeah.
let's
Which
suppose
advice would you give me?
that you are my young sister.
Yeah.
The advice that I can give you is that don't do unprotected sex. And if you do it in the protected one, I mean the protected sex, remember that even though you are doing it, but it doesn't protect you 100%. Remember, sexual transmitted infections can be acquired.
For sure.
That's the advice I can give you. Yeah.
And the only way to avoid sexual and transmitted diseases is the use of a condom, whatever consumption device or abstinence. We should abstinence.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Sandrine. Talking about giving advice to my real sisters, I get it more quickly because I'm the oldest. Yeah. So the first thing I could tell them is to abstain, of course.
Yeah.
That's the very first thing. As young people,
Abstain is the way to go.
Yeah.
Sure.
As young people, we don't need to engage in sexual activities at our young age. That is going to distract you from your studies or anything that you need to focus on.
We are coming this on another topic.
This
should come at the next topic. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, abstinence is the first thing to do. And it's okay. When you fail to abstain, you can use a condom.
Yeah.
That's I guess
the
that's
definitive way
a definitive method for contraception.
Yeah.
It's easy to get and fast. Yeah. So that's my advice. Abstinence.
Thank you very much. So as we get to the end of this introductory session, remember, health is power. And as young youth, let's take care of looking for jobs on LinkedIn. Instead, we should also abstain always. Yes. So
they need also to follow you on LinkedIn.
Please do follow our. Please do follow our social media sites as Menya Health Hub on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on everywhere. We also have our WhatsApp numbers that you could also talk. That you could also talk to us anytime we are available. So as we conclude, do you have any other thing to add?
Of course, as Menya Health Hub, we always have a lot of things to tell people, especially young people. That's what we are focused on. So we tell them to go out there on social media platforms, because we basically use digital platforms.
Yeah.
And all our social media platforms are called Menya Health Hub. Menya Health
Health
Hub. Menya in Kinyarwanda and then Health Hub. And our website is www.menyahealthhub.com. They go there, they will find information. And all our social media platform, every social media platform, we have an account.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Lastly, what I would say right now is that you who are following us, your health is our priority. Not only for Joe Care, but also for Menya Health Hub or anyone engaged in digital health. Yeah. We actually looking forward to you having the best health and future ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you very much, and I'm thanking all of them that they have helped us to help us lead this educative session. So we're inviting you to continue taking along with us on this journey. And thank you very much for tuning in on our very first podcast. And be ready for our next episodes. They will be fun and interactive. Thank you very much.
Thank you.